Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. It's a new night. I have 2 more episodes to do, and then I'm done for the week. However, I just didn't have the time to finish up last night. So, new me. Real quick, I need to up the volume, I think. I ruined my sound balancing. Everything was perfect for a while, and then I accidentally misclicked trying to up my levels, and everything got fucked. Like I went to up my speakers by like 2 or 3, which is like the overall control, and I accidentally doubled it, and then I had to bring it back down, but because I have everything balanced in the volume mixer, everything just got compressed down to 1, and now it's doomed. We're Wendleton today, right? Let me also double check this just real quick. Let me pull up the YouTube. I got it here. Get through the while we're here. Yeah, last one was Exiled Hellhorn. While we're here, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. You know the deal. Trying out this new recording style. It's pretty nice, I gotta say. It's nice to just, like, I don't have an obligation every day for the next week of having to record Monster Train, which is cool. It leaves me time in my afternoons to not, like, I don't have to break up my day by, finish this lecture, gotta take a quick break from that to record Monster Train, right? It's nice to get that going. Anyway, we are Exile Awoken, Exile Umbra. We got Double Barrel Daedalus, Darkness Arcus, who is Spell Shield Fell, and Temperate Seraph. Cool. And we have Vinegrass, Making of a Morsel, Preserve Thorns. Great start for Thornlord here, I think. I do think that I like to just pick quick. Definitely not a volatile gauge run. Although we have Umbra. You could just click this and then roll Shadow Siege. There's an Umbra banner here. Nah. Let's take Lightstone Casing here. It is what it is. Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna go Predator today. This is a Thornlord start as well, but it's a Predator day, it appears. I understand Predator a lot more. Like, I feel better about playing Predator. Predator is basically just take buff cards, Steel Enhancer or Razor Sharp Edge. I'm starting to think that... and can I take this trial? +4. There'll be a healer behind. We can take it. I'm starting to think that you might not need Razor Sharp Edge if you get Steel Enhancer. I had a run recently with Exile, Awoken. Hopefully this one makes it to the YouTube, or I guess I should say hopefully this one has made it to the YouTube by now. But also when I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. I should have played that morsel down there. But I played a run of Brawler. Unironically, I played Brawler. Hornbreaker Prince. I should have played Plink. Oh well. And you know what? I mean, you're going to have to watch the video, but also, at this point, I haven't put up a loss from the stream in a very long time, so you have a pretty good idea of how it's going to end. Yeah, it was, dare I say it, it was good. Like, it was a good choice. I'm going to save the 6 damage here. The start that I had with it was it was Exile Awoken with, I think it had Steel Enhancer, and I was able to just put up. Why do I even bother? Why didn't I just play Making of a Morsel? Like, whoa. Why do I even bother? I could have gotten a cool morsel, but like, no. Whatever. Fine. Basically, I think you might be able to get away with Steel Enhancer if you have a lot of Multistrike, which this guy does. We just need a lot of them. But we don't have to worry about that today. We have Razor Sharp Edge. Very cool. Umbra is going to be pretty worthless in this round, I think. I'll still take an Anti-Umbra Assault, because it's nice to keep our options open. Husk Hermit's the perfect pick here. So this run is really simple from here. We tank with Husk Hermit, and we hyperscale Wendleton. That's the run. We take, like, double draw, and we need to pull Wildwood Sap for ease of access, but this is really strong. This is really, really good. Yeah, okay. Large stone. So the only thing to note, there's one big thing worth mentioning. There's a certain someone on the final floor who doesn't like 5 attack units. We are going to remedy this by taking a large stone here. I know it means that I can't play. Well, I guess I should look real quick. Let's take a look. No. Okay. As I was saying, we take large stone here. I know what you're thinking. Wait, but he doesn't get to work with the quick. You're right. That's a good point. Do I think I can survive Daedalus without Husk Hermit tanking for your boy? That's a good question, actually. A really solid question. Very astute of you. So the alternative answer to this is we're going to try and combat Sap by playing Razor Sharps and Root Seeds, and we give him 10 to start. And we play like mid 4 or top 4, and then we can take double draw. That's the alternative here. Or it's probably draw energy on this run because of Root Seeds being an actual useful card. +2 attack is not bad. The 40 health isn't the problem, right? At 65 health, I think Husk Hermit should do enough for us to kill Seraph. It is just a question of, is it enough damage? That's the question. Or do I think I need to go Large Stone? I mean, going Large Stone puts him at 95. Large Stone is effectively 1 extra full round. The only thing to consider is we might die to Daedalus. But honestly, I would be surprised. I think I'm gonna lock it in. And we're gonna go for a +25. Okay. And if we die to Daedalus, that's life. But I'm pretty sure we should be fine. Mark of Invasion. We have Plinks. This should be free money. It's kind of a toss-up on what the best choice is there. I will be honest with you. But at 2070, this... Yeah, no Plinks. I mean, honestly, why would I even say something as stupid as, well, we have Plinks? When we all know full well what's going to happen. Yeah. You're our carry for this combat. Just scaling. Wendleton's cool, but we can scale Husk Hermit like crazy. Yeah. Maybe I should scale. I mean, it's fine like this as well. It doesn't make a huge difference. Wendleton will clean up the heavies. It's just a matter of how he does against the boss, I suppose. This is a good run for... we're going to take any healing, probably, but then again, eventually we stop needing the healing, so... It is an interesting one, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe this is wrong as well, because it's going to push me out of taking energy, but I wonder how important was energy, really? A good question as well. Lots of great questions. You guys are really killing it with the questions in this episode. These are the exact things that I was about to ask, and then you asked the question. It's you're not asking the question. You know. Just you know. Alright. Cool. This combat was never scary. It's the next one. If we survive Daedalus, our chances of survival... Oh yeah, our chances of survival just spiked like crazy too there. If we get past Daedalus, this run probably becomes a win. I would say our odds of beating Daedalus are probably like 75, 80%. They're high. Something has to go really wrong. Left path and we finish out Husk Hermit here, and then I never have to think about Steel Shops again. And we can just hit... removal, trinkets. Yeah, I think that's better. I like open, like it's very tempting. The Herschel Sword. I gotta make sure you understand the lines here, right? There's two of them. The Umbra Banner and the Pyre Remains are equal impact. Pyre Remains is like a 2, and the Umbra Banner is like a 1 in terms of what they do for this run. Merchant of Steel is usually like a 6 or a 7. I'm just ranking these out of 10. Real quick, I've never used this ranking system before. However, I'm ranking these out of 10. The Horde is a really hard one because this is like between 1 and 10. This is variance. This is bad. This is just like minimally good, and then Merchant of Steel is like 5 or 6. We are going to want to give Husk Hermit his final buff eventually. And I think it's right to just grab it now. Although we'll see this Steel Shop. Actually, we'll see this Steel Shop. It's better to see the Relic here. Because we're going to go to this steel shop for sure. Although, actually, no, because I want to go to the hell vents. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to go steel shop, because we're going to need to hell vent some wildwood saps. Endless, +5, +10. Endless is worthless. We roll for +25. Okay. This would be an interesting choice, because what this does is it just means that we get through the next combat for sure. We don't need to do it. So we just chill. I guess I'll give damage shield 3 is okay, right? Like it's okay. Obviously prefer the 95 health, but if our plan is regen, it doesn't matter, I guess. But if it doesn't matter, then I should just take multi-strike actually. And it doesn't matter, 70 health is plenty. Is there around that one shots? No, because he'll be quick. Okay, I'm gonna take the multi-strike, because even though it's not that good, multi-strike is not crazy there. It's good enough because it more or less means that we'll always survive Daedalus here. Oh hey, our energy problems just went away as well. Wow. Lots of, yeah, okay, that's fine. Now we definitely just take space draw. Lots of good stuff happening on this run. Lots of interesting choices to be made as well. As long as we get past Daedalus, we're good. That's all I have to keep saying. We hit large stone multi-strike in the first 2 steel shops. That's pretty nuts. Okay, it's just like this then. And we scale this one, of course. Okay, I'm pretty sure. The only thing I guess to look out for is I did not like the haste, but we took health, so it's fine. It's a conscious decision. Playing bottom 4 there puts us in a threatened position where potentially Husk Hermit could get sniped, and we want to avoid those at all costs, as I'm sure you can imagine. Excellent work as always, Plink. We just want to make sure that he's scaled. He's definitely scaled enough. He's doing 100 damage. Oh yeah, you're quick. You're immune to constructed explosives, that's right. He actually just can't be hit by explosives because he's quick. Truly something. This guy's getting pretty chunky. Like, oh my. He's big. I'm expecting, by the way, that we're gonna be able to plink away at the Corgi combat. As much shit as I've given Plink over the course of its existence, I do respect what it does in these combats. I guess I've seen all my Plink stuff, so, you know, I was a little wrong. Okay, we're guaranteed to get through here. Turns out large stone multi-strike just, yep, great work, Plink. Plink's really good in these combats, as I was saying moments ago. Large stone multi-strike on Daedalus seems pretty good. This guy just farms everything. I know I could have razor sharp edged here, I guess. It probably was better in hindsight. Yeah, I took 2 that I didn't need to. Took 2 damage we didn't need to here. Yeah. It's just, it feels so bad. I act on instinct. Oh. Alright. I'm pretty sure we crush now. We take space here, and I think we just ball out of control. Oh yeah. Yeah, spreading spores is pretty nuts. With lightstone casing too? Oh yeah. Skip. We're there. You just take space. All I had to do there was not instinctively click draw. And this run is guaranteed. Real quick, I think I left a stream open. I did. I did leave a stream open. I had to mute that real quick. We're good. So it's the nuts here is double stack. Remove consume is okay. Put a -1 on it. And we chill. We have time. I don't need to do anything else here. We're really far ahead. Before pulling Train Stewards, actually, we pull Plinks. Plink is now a dead card. We're not going to use it for morsels, and we're not going to upgrade it. Given the choice, I'm going to decide against upgrading it. And now, all of the scaling we did into Husk Hermit, we do here. And we don't need anything else. So, it's just upgrades and removals now. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have anything interesting to Hellvent. But We don't need it. Like, we can just Hellvent for Seraph. We will not need to Hellvent Spreading Spores. We'll only need 2. The idea is -1/-1 double stack, and then you duplicate it, and it's over. This combat is free. We're actually going to scale Husk Hermit, because if we scale Husk Hermit... No, Husk Hermit just kills this, right? Yeah, Husk Hermit with Large Stone just kills this. Wow. Okay. And then Husk Hermit goes in front so that he sweeps everything before Wendleton goes. And yeah. This is over. I don't even need to scale. Okay. Wow. Crazy, huh? Like, I can just end turn. And I think we win. Obviously, I'm going to play like the cards that are good, like Root Seeds, Wildwood Sap. It is a little harder to get the regen plan off the ground here. However, we will still eventually get it off the ground, and that's all that matters, really. I guess play a Train Steward up here, in case something goes terribly wrong. The other interesting thing is that we're not even going to see the benefits of having regen for a very long time. Like, it's actually nuts how strong we are at this phase of the game, right? Do you see this? I'm pretty sure I could have played these 2 cards and played nothing else, and we would have won. Large Stone Multistrike with Quick is... I mean, he's got 3 of the big ticket enhancements on him. He's good. Large Stone Multistrike Quick is a good combo on a sweep unit, as it turns out. Sap Tap. This is worth, of course. Basically +1 draw. We shouldn't need any of this. We don't have space for either of these, and then Focus Growth is not required because we're going quick with regen. Skip that. When you're strong like this, you have to recognize what the biggest threat is, essentially, and you just slow play towards it. In this run, the only thing that really threatens is Seraph. And I guess Fel, to a lesser extent, is a threat. But much lesser extent. And then you play to how you defeat those threats. We're gonna trade Pyre Health. Wow. Whoa, what? Sketches is a terrible choice here. I'm glad I only traded 5 health. 5 health for 25 gold is actually a good trade too. Especially in this run, where we actually need to trade money, or we need money for the shops. All we need is upgrades, so it's good to have as much money as we can. I'm telling you, I'm seeing so much multi-strike. We spend 150 here. The next 2 probably go into these Vengeful Shards. 4 and 5 energy is similar, although I guess it's a little better. 5 energy is better when we have all of the double stacks going. What is it? It's baseline 80 damage on a 4 to a heavy? I am not afraid of this trial. At the very base, I guess they have a little higher than 95 though, to be fair. There is nothing saying that I can't play top 4. Is there? I'm not gonna play Train Steward, we're just gonna work this guy down. Yeah. Hey, we caught Collector too. Cool. Yeah, okay, with the stings he's dead. You can see we just have to clear out all of the cards that are bad and replace them with cards that buff, right? That's all this deck does right now is buff. Don't want to anger the harvests. Also might be a good idea to try and get you up to 30 here. Like, this coming wave is the only thing that can threaten us. Not this one, but the next one. Although this one threatens a little bit too, right? I think it threatens some damage. Yeah, we get there. A holdover on Razor Sharp Edge. So we want double stack and holdover in the next shot. At some point we're going to need both of those. Holdover, Razor Sharp Edge, and then double stacking. Okay, hang on. Think about it. Sting here. Then we double Vine Grasp and we give you 1. Right, it goes like this. You're at 44. And then I give you 1 Root Seeds and you'll kill this next turn. Also worth noting, Self-Made Harpy might kill me here. I'm kind of all over the place with my commentary, but I keep having to stop thinking and make a choice. Very awkward. Okay. As I recognize, like, oh hey wait, Self-Made Harpy is actually a real threat. Yeah, it's better to put root seeds here onto your Wendleton. However, from this point, razor sharp edges go onto this guy. Okay, we're fine. A little scary though. Like, it is a run that just brute forces. The reason we have to make sure the deck is thin because we don't brute force very well right now. Like, we really, really don't. We have a lot of just dead draws. We spend like 2 or 3 turns drawing nothing. Second Preserve Thorns kind of smooths us over here a little bit. But I think this is a skip. Nah, second Preserve Thorns is good, right? This is close. I gotta respect Arcus. We gotta be able to play a lot on Arcus. I think this is a skip, but it's close. Engine Upgrade is just a waste of a card slot in the deck. Okay. I need this Steel Shop to have good, I need this Magic Shop to have good stuff in it. I need double stacks and holdovers here. That is just like the one thing I really don't need. Even remove consume is acceptable at this point. I'll hold on to, no, I'll hold on to the Vine Grasp. And Umbra Assault has downsides. Okay, we got the double stack. That probably should set us up here. And I'll put a consume on this card. Okay. Remove another Train Steward. 22 cards. I feel okay now. Not the worst. Not the worst. The better thing to have happen now as well is to be able to play top 4. As long as we're able to play top 4, it gets a lot better as well. An extra 3 rounds against Arcus means a lot. It's good. Occasionally we're just going to end up passing turns as well because of Arcus's counter to incant shard rather. Initially I thought this run was really free, but you can see it's actually a lot closer than I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and chunk early heavies when I can. And also just burn cards that consume. Ah, it's the blinding one. Thank the Lord. Spreading Spores on the bottom is not good. There's a good case, actually, here to be made for... I guess I just kill. Not kill, but like... What do I do with these things? It doesn't matter. Push 10 damage to Arcus because it's just neutral everywhere else. Again, I was saying something and then brain got distracted. There was a decision on the screen. Shutting down. We just slam Wildwood Sap, get it out of here. Play Root Seeds. Still dead, still dead. And we just chunk. Definitely up next on the chopping block is Making of a Morsel, actually. Card is a dead draw. Completely worthless to us. Yeah, it's like 100. It's 140 we do here. Gotta fuck up pretty heavily to not be able to break 140. Yeah, should've definitely done this as well. I probably just took damage for that, actually. Don't be incant. Oh, that is a tragedy. That is an absolute tragedy. Okay. So we gotta make some concessions here, basically. First of all, we get these out of the hand. The most important... So this Root Seeds never gets played again. That's all there is to it. We have to play Spreading Spores. There's no choice. And then we just play Razor Sharp Edge at 1. And I mean, I guess... I don't care about Making of a Morsel, I guess. So that's fine as well. The Spreading Spores, the card that you play does not get affected by the incant, so playing the Spreading Spores first is the big choice to, or not the big choice, but the most important thing to do there for proper order. Okay, we're scaling at a rate that makes me comfortable. Sometimes you check there because sometimes it's better to play the Root Seeds to cycle back through to Spreading Spores, but we're scaling at a rate that I think is fine for Arcus. 5 energy for a fucking Morsel Miner here. Talk about a fucking steal. Am I right? Oh, what have I done? I thought that was Sting. Vinegrass and Sting at a glance look like the same card to me. 24 regen, and we have 240. Yeah, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Yeah. Good work. No damage on Arcus. Great sign. Because from this point, we have a clear deck, or a deck archetype, and we should be able to just act on it. The only thing that has to be kept in mind is I have to make sure, because we're going to take a lot of sap on this floor, gotta make sure that this guy's attack does not ever drop too low. If Husk Hermit drops below 5 damage, we are doomed. Rail Spike is like... basically, sometimes Rail Spike hits Spreading Spores and it's nuts, and even when it doesn't, Root Seeds for free is cool. That's it. There's like... actually, that's not that good. When you put it like that, wait a minute, this isn't worth it. Spreading Spores number 2 is a bait. We just duplicate the one we have, right? There's no more... I guess there's a magic shop coming up. Maybe it's not bad. Huh. I wonder if it's not bad to take a second one here. Even if we only give it 2 -1s, it's still a good card. But the reason that it's bad is because it kinda... when we have 2 of these, it kinda... like, they'll be fighting really quickly. Spreading Spores scales really fast when you have 2. Like, at 1, it goes 1, 2, 4, 8 each time through the deck. At 2, it goes 2, 4, 8, which is 3 times through the deck, which is reasonable, right? By the end of the combat, you're drawing nothing but Spreading Spores when you duplicate one. You take draw. Because in this deck, it takes us reasonably 4 turns, or 3 turns to go through it all. So we're going to go 2 on the first time through, and then, so that's turn 3. Then turn 6, we're going to be at about 4. And then turn 7, 8, 9, 10, we're going through 8. You can do the rough math, right? You do 8 plus, it's like, it's a lot. You know, I don't have to take you through the math there, because I started to try to add it up in my head and I went, oh no, I can't do this to myself. Okay, I pulled Train Stewards, might be wrong. Hold over Razor Sharp Edge is just like, oh buddy. That's cake. Go all the way on Predator. The only thing that this deck could have used at this point, there's one thing missing. Steel Enhancer, or Cycle of Life. Either one. We're going to take 30 for this trial. 30 for 400 gold is very worth here. 400 gold is enough removals to pull out the rest of the bad cards. Or buy... there's one relic that I think is nuts here, which is Bloating Fungus. Yeah, 2 choices. Either one is good. Okay. Why does he take less damage? Oh, because he's quick now. That's why. Only takes 20. This combat is your exact example of why you want to put Husk Hermit in front, by the way. Has to kill these guys. Real close here. Real close. I play these 3 cards. Yeah, we have it. Cool. And we get the Collector. Good work. Hey, this guy's the reason that I didn't want to have Umbra Assault in the deck. If you were wondering, by the way, because I didn't actually explain it, the reason that I said no, we do not want to put anything on Umbra Assault is because of Harvest enemies. Morsels have to die. They can't be like I can't have them eaten. They're always dead. So the only thing that there is downsides, because when they're not eaten, they're just gonna die, which is usually whatever, but occasionally certain combats, like Sap Seraph, really bad. There are occasionally out there enemies who get stronger when your units die. Shade Wings, Ember Wings? Dark Wings. Ember Wings. What the fuck's an Ember Wing? I don't think Ember Wings are a unit in this game. I think I just made that up. This is also a deck where you could have considered not going draw, but we need the draw for the first time through, really. That first time through the deck, as I was mentioning, is big. Like, this next time through the deck now is the money time. This is the time where you make all of your big dollars, if you will. This is where you apply, like, a lot of regen. The more time you have to hit the more time you have in this phase of combat, the better your run is. We're gonna apply like 32 regen in the next few turns. Oh, sorry, not this time through the deck. It's the next time. Sorry, I didn't actually calculate properly. Now we're at 8. I thought we were at 8 before. I was not looking too closely though. It was my mistake. If we were to go through the deck one more time, which we would in a Seraph combat, this combat is quicker than Seraph. We already put up 39. We're gonna put up a lot. I gotta give it up to Lightstone Casing here, because this run isn't possible without Lightstone Casing, at least not this iteration of it. You gotta change it up, you do -1/-1 holdover. But I don't need Pyro. Lightstone Casing, also that was our 3rd Shard Channeler shown? Get out of here, Shard Channeler. Lightstone Casing, and to a lesser extent Pyrostone Housing, are 2 relics that I just go, yeah, like, but why? Like, why would I play this? It's cool, but is it really going to be useful? And the answer when you start the run is, I don't know. Sometimes you pick it and it's worthless, sometimes you pick it and it's great. But it lets you do things like -1/-1 double stack Spreading Spores, and then you just go mad with power. And we are going pretty mad here. So we got 685 gold. There's one relic I'll look for here. And there's nothing in the steel shop, so if I don't hit the relic, it's fine. The relic is Bloating Fungus. Thorn Casing's kind of cute. It's a waste. Like, it really, truly is a waste. I don't need Thorn Casing. Hey, speak of Pyrostone Housing. I guess I can go look at this real quick, actually. Endless Spikes for... I don't need anything else on the boy. And I don't want... I'll do my removals here, and we can make a decision as time goes on. 180, 240. 240 takes us... So this is where you make your choice, right? It's one more Purge or a Thorn Casing. You make your choice on what you prefer here. It's Purge. Thorn Casing is worthless. It doesn't do anything. It adds 10 damage to 3 stings. Okay. Why bother? Yeah. I know I've talked a lot of shit about Wendleton lately, but it's mostly because of the other 2 paths. I think his quick path leads to some pretty crazy runs. Alright, please lose space on bottom or middle floor. Doesn't matter which one. Just not top if you don't mind. Cool. Excellent work. Alright. So, I'm gonna play one Razor Sharp Edge here onto Husk Hermit, because I need to... Seraph's gonna focus sap on our top floor. It's going to be tough to actually keep up with the amount of sap. The huge boon here is that we started with Razor Sharp Edge in our hand. Like, I cannot understate how good it is to start with Razor Sharp Edge in this combat. Because it's a race against Sap Seraph, too. We gotta be applying attack faster than he's taking it from us. You can see, it's a close race. However, we are staying barely above water thanks to that opening. 16 times 2, which is fine. The thorns are going to make a nice little dent as well. Like, we're losing... What does he give? Does he give 3 or 2? God, he gives sap 3. So we lose 9. So this is just keeping us at an equilibrium, basically. The Spreading Spores are starting to spread. It's actually possible... I'm going to stop playing Vengeful Shards, by the way. It's possible that it's better to stop playing Spreading Spores at a certain point, because I need to scale Wendleton, and I'm going to just keep drawing regen instead. It's also possible it was better to double the regen card. Or not the regen card, the other one. I mean, in our worst cases, we still live because we just kill, we chunk the heavies enough, is what I'm trying to say. 4 by 2 and 59 times 3, we do 32. We don't kill, but it's fine. I think it's fine. 59 times 3, so what are we at here? The next Razor Sharp Edge goes to Husk Hermit. And this is something that I knew. I knew we were going to face this problem. I was aware of it. 101. Okay. Yeah. Next Razor Sharp has to go here, unless, was it? It's minus Or it's 3 sap, which is -6. So if I play 2 root seeds into him, it's actually enough to buy me 1 more round. Also, as long as he doesn't get one shot, he will still kill backliners, come to think of it, because of the spikes. And he'll heal it all back because of the regen as well. So, I don't know. We only have 2 more waves to survive. This is a run where we just have enough pyre health to outlive Seraph. Been having a lot of runs that look like this lately, where it's like, oh yeah, and then on Seraph, because of Seraph's very strong floating effect, we take damage, but we were so strong for the rest of the game that it just doesn't matter. I've been finding these runs a lot more lately. 150. Can't quite take him low enough, but it's fine. And you're above water. It's fine. But I have been seeing a lot more of these runs lately where it's like, oh yeah, so Seraph, Sap Seraph does a lot to us. Patient Seraph causes us to cancel a few rounds or whatever, right? This is the draw, by the way. The one that I was like, oh, maybe we want to cool it. It's fine. But like, because we played so, like, not well, but we had such a strong last 7 floors, it doesn't matter. We have the pyre health to just eat it. Good reason to value your pyre health very highly, I suppose, among other things. Coming into this combat with 140 pyre health, I feel like unless something goes really wrong, you can just brute force. As long as you've put together a plan, you just get to have a run that ends like this, right? It's like, yeah, okay, we took 75, and I'll take 1 more damage, so it's an even. We took 35 here. Cool, good run. A really strong version of Wendleton. He's a very interesting champion. It took 55? Oh, I healed before this. I see. He's an interesting champion because with very few cards, you can do really, really well, right? So I want you to also recognize that this run was won even if we didn't hit the nuts on spreading spores, right? Because what you do instead is here, I'll walk you through it with real world examples. So the run looks exactly the same except for right here at Daedalus we don't see spreading spores, right? What you do in that case is you go to Merchant of Magic here. There's a remove consume. You remove consume from Wildwood Sap. Then you duplicate it at this Hell Vent. And then you go to this magic shop and you give them both -1s. And then continue on. And then duplicate it 1 more time. And then you just apply 15 regen each time through the deck, which is more than enough. The spreading spores landed us at like 70, right? And it looks about the same. It's maybe a little shaky at Arcus, but overall, you can probably make that one work, right? The point of me telling you that is to point out that even though this run, you can look at it and go like, oh yeah, well you won this on the back of spreading spores. It's not really spreading spores that enabled this. It's the quick Wendleton. You get to do large stone multi-strike on the Husk Hermit, and he just carries. You don't even need large stone multi-strike. Typically, you just take 2+25s. Against Sap Seraph, you have to pivot a little bit because you can't just leave him at 5. And also against Diligent, you have to take him up by 5 to 10, so you have to give him like +5, +10. But with him in front as your tank and his quickness, he just quick sweeps the back line or the front line chump blockers, and then you scale your Wendleton to kill heavies with buff cards. Now, the card that you can't win that run without is Razor Sharp Edge. I don't think you can do it with Root Seeds. You need at least Razor Sharp Edge or Steel Enhancer. Steel Enhancer, not 100% certain on if it's enough yet, though. If you don't see Razor Sharp Edge, I don't know. You probably pick up a different unit and plan differently. Probably pivot into Gorging or something like that for bosses. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.